My name is Sujata Ramteke. I am from Bhadravati, a small town near Nagpur. Probably most people might not even know the name of that town. I am the first woman to come to America from my town for studies. Um, I have actually I came here in 2015. I got my master's here in 2017, and since then I'm working I worked as a project manager before for 3 years, and now I'm working as a global demand planner in a biotech company. So that's kind of a brief introduction about me. So I really want to thank Tripti Didi. She reached out to me maybe a month and a half back, asking me that, hey, we are having this in the March. I would really want you to speak. So I really, express my gratitude for letting me speak to so many people and get my story out there. It's really important for young girls who are coming to US or even in India who are trying to do something great with their lives to hear the stories of people who are already there, who did something, and who are still striving to do greater things in life. So I think this is a very good platform. My gratitude to everyone who actually helped arrange all this. So when Tripti Didi reached out, I asked my sister. I'll just go with a little anecdote here. I said, I got this, and what should I speak on? Like I said, I thought about it so much, but I said, I can't remember who inspired me as growing up. I said, I thought it would be so easier, And my sister said, you. And I said, yeah, me, I want to speak. She said, no, you. I said, what? So she said, you inspired yourself. I was like, what? She said, remember when you were a kid, you always used to say, if I don't do it, no one is going to do it for me. I said, and that really stuck my mind, that I have forgotten it for such a long time, that as growing up, as a kid, I used to say this, if I don't do it, no one is going to do it for me. And then, a week and a half back, then I decided, I told her that, won't it be like people would think like I'm so full of myself that, I'm not giving credit to anybody else? And she was like, no, be real and honest, and that will make you go far. And that kind of, struck me. So a week and a half when I got this, a poster saying behind every successful woman is herself. And it kind of, perfectly fit in that format that I wanted to speak. So this is really great. I do want to emphasize that statement which I gave, that if I don't do it, no one is going to do it for me, that kind of had a start in my life where I started to think in that terms, where I want to go, what my dreams are. So I had that since childhood in me, that I am from a small town, but I'm not gonna, limit myself here. I want to go ahead. I want to go out and do some greater things. I want to help people. That was always at the back of my mind. So, so to start with, that was something that was a kind of a ignition to my drive. But as a person growing up, I do always look up to my mom because she is very humble. So as a person, inspiration for become a good person, I think my mom and my sister inspired me a lot because she is very humble. She's very kind. She thinks of what she can do to help other people. She has always that mindset. So growing up, I literally saw her doing that. So that kind of inculcated that humility, that importance of kindness and being always grounded no matter where you go. And she always used to say one thing to me. When I used to talk to her about my dreams, I want to go to Bombay. I want to do something great with my career and everything. And she used to say, go to the moon, but your feet should always be on earth. So that kind of statement always stuck in my mind, and I believe I'm very humble because of that. I don't know. Hold on a second. I think my charging is running low. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry about that. So that as a person, she inspired me to become a better person. I have many inspirations as I, went forward in my career, my education, my professors. A lot of my professors were my inspiration. Um, but what I think is, in my professional growth, I think that drive inside me, that motivation, that passion that I had, was the biggest motivation of all. Instead of any person or any, yeah, I definitely read about a lot of people, and I was reading about women. I love reading, so I read a lot about them. But I think that inner drive, that self drive to do something greater, and inner drive to think that how I can be how I can do a service to people. That service mindset was always there. And third thing is my motivation, self motivation, and my passion for what I want to do. So these kind of things were an actual inspiration for me, in my professional terms. And the third thing that I really want to talk about is spirituality. So in 2018, actually, I started getting into, spiritual aspect, a lot. Started with meditation accidentally. Actually, I got into it accidentally. It was not purposeful, because I was not into it at all. I was very motivated, actually, during my engineering. So I was very motivated by Bruce Lee's quote I read in an article, where he said, "Don't ask for an easy life. Ask for the ability to endure a difficult one." So that kind of stuck me throughout my engineering. And I had bad food, not very good living conditions in the hostel. But I think that one quote uh, made me do struggles, made me do things that I did, with a mindset that, I need to do this. So those two things, I think those two quotes, that if I don't do it, no one is going to do it for me. Second is, don't ask for an easy life, ask the ability to endure a difficult one. I think these two things have inspired me throughout my life. And I cannot emphasize enough, that how much it helped me whenever I was not able to cope up, how much strength this quote from Bruce Lee has given me. And the other thing that I was speaking about is spirituality. So since 2018, I started actually reading a lot of about the great people, right from Oprah to Elon Musk to Bill Gates to Steve Jobs, to Christopher Nolan, everyone. And the one common denominator I found in them is spirituality. So they have that spirituality in them. Now, do not confuse this with a religion. I believe spirituality and religion are like mutually exclusive to each other. And these people are so spiritual. Now, what does spirituality means? I feel that they found their ikigai. There is a Japanese concept called ikigai, where you find the purpose of your life. So ikigai is defined as what you love. It is defined into 4 parts: what you love, what you're good at, what is going to pay for your living, and how it is going to help the world. So when you combine this, as an engineer, I have this stupid thing of getting the Venn diagrams. So when you draw these 4 circles around these 4 things, and you get a Venn diagram of 4 circles, there is a center. You get a center, and that center is your ikigai. So all these great people that I have read about, they have found their ikigai. They have found their purpose of life. And your purpose of life should not, what I learned in spirituality is your purpose, the purpose of life that you choose should not only be getting money and fame. You always should think of how you can be of service to people. So I think that I had in my mindset since growing up, seeing my mom doing that. So all these people that biographies, everything that I read, that has inspired me a lot, and I do want to give credit to all these great people that these days it's so readily available, the books and the YouTube videos and everything. So since 2008, my perspective of seeing life has totally changed. I think reading these things, and then self-assuring yourself, driving yourself to the point where you see yourself as as being successful, that has been really event changing thing in my life. So I think I don't want to speak more because I don't want to take a lot of time, but I hope this will help people. I want more and more people to get connected to spirituality, because that is one thing I think that has a lot of potential to change your perspective towards life, to change your life altogether, to find your purpose and do something good for the society. And thank you everybody for